You know what, chat? You know what I want to do? This is a bad idea, but I really want to. So, if it has attack percent, I'm gonna be so happy. If it has, if it's a 4-liner with attack and ER, I'm gonna be very happy. I believe. I believe. It's a 4-liner at least. It doesn't have good stats, but it is a 4-liner. I have no Mora, by the way, so I need to full send this. We can't do it, like, a little bit at a time. I don't want to see anything. I don't want to see any numbers next to this HP and this EM. Come on. I believe. Fuck! Is this gonna be a solo cryo app enough for Melt Mavuika? Yes and no. The thing you have to remember with Melt Mavuika is that your combos change based on your application, right? Escoffier's app happens at the same speed as Rosaria's, which means that inherently it will be possible to use her to react, because you can do it with Rosaria as well. The question is, I'm not actually sure what the gauge on her burst is. There might be some problems in actually getting a Cryo Aura to start with through Mavuika's E. And you can decide to skip E for your first setup, but you can't skip it for your second setup, right? It's 2U. That's a good sign. If it's 2U, that's a really good sign, because that means it can break Mavuika off field app. Can you explain 2U? Yeah, I guess I can explain basic gauge theory stuff. Let's put Farina on the team so we can break its shield. So. I want you to look at what the aura is on top of the enemy. Freeze. As you can see, when I use K as E, the aura disappears. If I use Charlotte's normal attack instead, it doesn't disappear immediately. That's because Kaya's skill applies 2 units of Cryo, whereas Charlotte's normal attack only applies 1 unit of Cryo. How can this end up leading to a problem? If you only apply 1 U, it means you don't remove the aura.
Rise with the sun. Oh, so sorry. Pyroclastic surge.
And so you end up not melting her burst. You can end up not melting her burst because of it. But because Kaya's E is 2U, it removes it, and you will be able to melt it a lot more reliably. Now, with Rosaria, she doesn't have 2U hits, but when you press EQ on Rosaria, you hit with Cryo 4 times. Basically, what needs to happen with Rosaria is one of 2 things. Either, number 1, you make sure that Rosaria applies Cryo twice in a row, right after Mavuika's burst, or right after Mavuika's off-field skill hit. And then she will apply Cryo during Mavuika's burst animation from her off-field burst, right? Number 2, you use the fact that you apply Cryo 4 times in a row to remove the Pyro, apply Cryo, so that now Mavuika's skill is what is melting, and that doesn't apply a Pyro Aura to enemies. Right, if we do this, we end up getting our melt no problem, because we... Mavuika's skill hit between Rosaria's skill and burst. Here, though... Or, sorry. Here, we're also fine, because Mavuika's skill 2 hits, and then Mavuika's burst, or sorry, no. Rosaria's kill 2 hits, and then Rosaria burst initial hit. First 2 hits remove the pyro. Next hit applied cryo. So Mavuika's burst hit. But it hit between the first and the second hit. But depending on how the timing ends up lining up,
You can't run. Shiver. Wrath from the sky.
I got it anyways. I got it by accident there. It's...
Judgment. Punishment. Light of the blazing sun.
I'm not used to intentionally fucking the timing up. Sorry.
Yeah. Lights out.
I think the timing naturally lines itself up to fuck things up with this team.
Rise. I'm going in. Judgment. Punishment. Pyroclastic surge.
No, we still got... No, we didn't get it. Yeah, we didn't get it there. Alright, our burst didn't melt. Actually, no. But that's for a different reason. That's because Bennett burst applies 2 units of pyro, which now needs like 3 cryo apps to remove. Which means that it won't be a problem if you do Bennett before Shilonen.
You can't run. Lights out. Light of the blazing
Eh, whatever. Oh well. You're still better off doing QE instead of EQ, because if you EQ, you have to wait longer for the hit from Rosaria to apply its element. And also, this is a team where you'll go Cinder City on Shilonen, not Petra or Instructor, so you'd rather go to Shilonen before Bennett if you can. And I think the QE setup allows you to do that.
rise. Bring it. Let's light it up. I'm going in. Shiver. Yeah. Pyroclastic surge.
Yeah, it does. Exactly. There you go. Because the exact timing is a little different, and things just end up lining up better. Anyways. My worry with Escoffier solo Cryo and a Mavuika team like that is... it's very timing dependent. And I'm not sure exactly what the timing with, or how the timing of her burst animation is gonna line up with the timing of Mavuika's skill while off field. There will be a setup that makes it work, but I don't know how cringe it's going to be. It's also likely going to be a setup that doesn't work without her burst. Her burst is probably going to be an important part of the setup, because you will need it in order to actually remove the aura. And that means you're going to have to build a lot of ER on her on a team where she's solo Cryo. Right? Her ER requirements are going to be really high, so her personal damage is going to be a lot lower. Isn't Mavuika's team already kind of complete with Shilonen, Citlali, Bennett, unless there's someone that can replace Bennett? That's not even Mavuika's best team right now. Mavuika's best team uses Eon-san, not Shilonen. Basically, she's not Citlali, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. You can think about it that way, yeah. The breakpoint is like C2 Eon-san, yeah. Although I will say, as much as numbers will be bigger with Eon-san than with Shilonen, I would still recommend Shilonen over Eon-san if you have both. I think it's small enough of a difference that if Shilonen or Eon-san is wanted on the other team, you don't feel bad using whichever one isn't wanted on the other team. But the fact that... Let me show you what the problem can be. Right. If I do a normal setup with this, right? Very cool. Wow. Poggers. Do you think Citlali plus Escoffier could allow you to make vape combos for Melt Mavuika? Probably. Actually, definitely yes. You can do the vape combo, or I'm not gonna call it the vape combo because it's technically a little bit different from the vape combo, but you can do a 5 melt combo with Diona. Diona, the character that applies Cryo once every 4 seconds. And she enables a 4 melt combo. So obviously Escoffier is gonna enable one as well. No, with her charge attack? Yes, with her charge attack. I don't remember the exact setup you need to do for it, because I did it a while ago. But the combo was N2C and 3C and 4. And it got 5 melts. I could get 5 melts with Chongyun too, who has exactly 1 off-field cryo application. Chilonin isn't necessary for Mavuika if you have Citlali. My brain isn't internalizing those words. You are right, yes. She's comfy to play, but she's far from necessary. That is true. Citlali is enough Night Soul for Mavuika. It's just, if you kill the enemy with your burst, your next chamber is going to start a little scuffed. Without Citlali, is Escoffier an upgrade for Neuvillette? I think it'll be close. It's probably going to be more or less a side grade without Citlali. Is Freeze Chasca viable with Escoffier? Yeah. It's something that you're gonna notice when I get around to recording the Escoffier pre-release. Pretty much every carry is gonna now have an Escoffier team. Like, the core of... We're gonna use Charlotte as a placeholder. Escoffier, Farina, and then either buffer that works well for the team, like Citlali or Shenhe, or Yelan, is gonna end up being most fucking carries best team. Well, it might not be better than the Bennett Mavuika Citlali wheelchair, but it's definitely a new strong wheelchair. Right? Like, it's gonna be good for Chasca, it's gonna be good for Wanderer, it's gonna be good for Ito, it's gonna be good for, like, it's gonna, yeah. It's gonna be good for Noelle, it's gonna be good for Ella, it'll also be good for Molani. You play Shanlang. True. But also, do you guys think there's a chance Freeze Molani ends up cheating better than Vape? Oh god. This is a cursed thought, is it not? Ooh. This is a bit of a cursed thought, is it not? Oh, I don't know how to feel about that. It didn't seem very good. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I guess Molani can't really make great usage of Yelan in that team. Although, what about... Yeah, what about Scroll TTDS Molani and you... on-field, like, swap between Yelan and Escoffier? It was like a Mona side grade? No, it would be an upgrade over Mona. Because I don't think you guys realize how dog shit Mona's burst animation is. It's so long. And she does nothing, man. And like... if you go TTDS Molani, TTDS isn't even that bad of a weapon for her damage. Because it's HP substat. And she doesn't care about base attack. But I guess it doesn't matter, because you don't want to do a full chomp anyways. But I guess you would do the burst, right? When it's available. You do a one stack chomp into burst when you swap to her. Well, that comes out a lot more quickly than I thought it would. Molani cheats pretty well, she's just asked to play. Well, she doesn't even cheat that well, that's the thing. She cheats fine, though. But, like, yeah.
Strike a pose. Lightning, echoing song. Let the mountain flames boil. Things are about to get dicey. Gotcha. Sparking wave. Catch it at the flame. Bring it.
How much did that burst hit for? I wasn't paying enough attention. Wait, 100 and something K? And you can probably get it every rotation without ER, because she's gonna be on Cinder City. Hmm.